maybe starting to dive a little bit deeper into this. I mean, we're all
Mhm.
seeing so many of these consumer products today, which are scaling very, very virally, right? I think AI companions has been one. There's so much that's happening on short form content, right? But we also hear these things that, hey, like day 30 retention is like less than 1%, day 60 retention is 1%. Whereas there are many other products which become sort of like a daily use product, right? Like there is some perspective, there is some value or some reason that the customer wants to open it on a regular basis. When they open
Mhm.
it, they end up also spending some time meaningfully, which then provides you with additional opportunities for say like cross-sell, etc. Maybe if you could tell us a little bit, going specifically into detail, why is engagement important? How do you think about it as a core metric? What are some of the tools or methods that you've seen people
Mhm.
deploy in different kinds of products across e-commerce, social, etc., that you've seen to try
Mhm.
and drive engagement, right? Maybe we start with there and then understand a little bit more how engagement leads to retention and why these things are
Got it.
relevant from the
Got it.
economics of a startup as well.
So retention and the metrics, the down of the bottom of the funnel is where the economic starts to work out. And generally, this calendar, the to-do list app actually have a lot of acquisition and activation. However, the retention numbers are very low because it's not, people don't come back to that product because there is kind of the resolution kind of an approach that actually takes in. So one thing I always figure out is where people can actually um, build something where the users are already there. Say, for example, I will not build a to-do list app. I would rather be a part of the calendar itself. So that is one approach where I generally see like being where the users are has actually helped building. So where we actually keep building more of this like engaging products. And the second one is around hooks, right? What are all the hooks that we can actually bring into the system? One is I can do personalized nudges, right? And personalized nudges help only if it is very, very targeted and if it is focused on what value that it can deliver. Because randomly throwing the nudges is not going to, it will only lead to fatigue. It will not going to lead to any kind of retention, right? And then somewhere we need to actually, whenever there is a, Strava does a very good job in terms of gamifying it, but it is kind of very personalized gamification. It is not kind of a random gamification. So that actually helps in more focused engagement and retention, where it tracks your activity and it nudges you towards a personal goal that you are focused towards, right? And then other thing what I have noticed is the contextual re-entries, right? So for example, there are a lot of these e-commerce apps which do these contextual re-entries because they engage via WhatsApp, etc. And then you can actually go to that particular page, which will give you that dopamine hit or kind of that incentive telling that, okay, hey, you can check out now, right? So that is one approach which I have noticed. And then value surprises. Why you see the shorts or reels or the social products are scaling? Because every time that they go into the product, they are seeing a surprise. Like there is something new that is coming in, which is giving them that kind of a kick. So that those things have actually worked. However, there are a lot of these static products, right? And if I am not going to use it on a as a part of my day-to-day work, right? I think those products tend to lose their shine in a very, very short time. For example, we need to actually track that, okay, where the users are dropping. Say, if the engagement is dropping after during the onboarding flow itself, then that is one check which we need to say that, okay, these are all the friction points which I need to remove. And when it comes to the engagement to the notification ratio, that means there is a fatigue that is kicking in. Okay, I'm throwing in a lot of notifications and people are not engaged. And then we need to break down into segments. Okay, which segment I'm seeing a lot of churn, which segment I need to actually activate. Because there might be some product where it might sound very professional, but the younger audience might be moving out of this product. But the lifetime value will take a dip because you're losing younger audience who might give you a longer lifetime value. So that's kind of the other one, which so basically you need to have a deep drop off analysis and notification analysis and cohort analysis done, so that you can understand where it is, so that then we can actually start thinking about deeper product and deeper optimization for that particular cohort and segments. So I can give you one example. So what we have done for at LinkedIn itself, right? Especially on the feed. So one thing that you generally notice, earlier it used to be just like one share box and all those things, right? One share box where people will post and then comments, right? And then there was only like. So one is, I think, Facebook and all those companies also have started reactions, right? So what we
Right.
have noticed is in comments, people just share at the end of the day their emotions and reactions, right? So we just made that as a part of the emojis itself.
Right.
So
Right.
that actually, if you see, instead of people typing it reduced the friction. It actually brought them onto the comment itself. And from the trust perspective, like it reduced our work also, because if there is a post, then we need to run our entire trust stack. Now it's just a emoji, so we don't have to do anything. It's just user reaction, and we are restricting it at the top itself. So if you see, identifying, staying closer to the data and doing multiple cuts will help you where you need to intervene, and then build product for that. That will dictate what's the roadmap for that particular product.